Good morning, dobry den. Welcome to Ostrava Arena. Welcome back. This is Inside the Lines. We are live from Ostrava Arena, where the first round Fed Cup tie by BNP Paribas between host nation Czech Republic and Romania is taking place in exactly 2 hours. We are 120 minutes away from the action. And as you can see on court right now, the Czechs, I'm going to move a little bit so that Simon can show you guys what is happening. The 4 Czech players are warming up right now. Captain Petrapala right behind me here. I'm not going to talk loud because I'm really, really close, is Karolina Pliskova. I don't know if you can see her. And in fact, right next to her, right here, there's a person that you might recognize, and that is no other than Conchita Martinez. Now, you might want to wonder what Conchita Martinez is doing with a Czech Republic tracksuit on. She is not part of the Czech team, I'll just tell you that, but she is Pliskova's coach. And the Czech team, the way they function, coaches are allowed on site. So here you see Petrapala talking with Conchita. They're both exchanging a lot. Conchita obviously coaching Pliskova, knows her. I mean, Petrapala knows her too, but she knows her a lot. And, you know, they exchange, and he uses the info from all the different coaches about the players. In this case, Pliskova, I just got the good morning and hello from Conchita as she's on court. I think she needs to concentrate a little bit more. Anyways, so that's this is what's going on. We are minutes, literally minutes before action kicks in here. Pliskova will take the court later when it starts. She's the first player on. She's going to play against Buznarescu. And then it will be Simona Halep who will face Siniakova. We heard yesterday from the players. Maybe let's hear from the captains. This is what both team captains had to say in a very official way, obviously. Maybe we'll hear from them less officially later about the tie.
We have a wonderful generation, and we have Simona, which is, everybody knows her, number one for more than a year, with a Grand Slam under her belt in this moment. She's very confident and looking forward for new trophies. And not only that, there are the other girls around. Mihaela, which she had a fantastic year, coming to the top 20 almost in 1 year, which is unbelievable. Unfortunately, she had an injury, but now she's okay, and she's really looking also, to achieve something important for the nation.
So I think we wouldn't be surprised that if it goes to the last match, and but even if the favorites in the matches as Simona or Karolina, it's the first day, it's nothing sure for them because they're facing 2 good players, and I already saw many matches going other way in Fed Cup, so I cannot predict anything, but it's very open tie.
They are very determined, and we talked a lot about this, about starting from last year when I became a captain, that our goal is to go to the World Group and then to make it to the final. This is the objective, and even win it, and I think we can do it.
Prague or Ostrava usually always sell out crowd, so it's a great feeling for them and great experience. I'm very proud of them, that they like to represent their country, and whoever is coming new to the team, seeing I want to hold the trophy as well. I want to be part of the team, so which helps.
Inspiring stuff by Florence Garcianeo and Petrapala. And yeah, he's proud of his team. Who wouldn't be proud of their team if they have won the 6 titles in the past 8 years? Impressive stuff. In order to be completely complete, I don't know if that's a bit redundant in the same sentence, but it's a very complete way of saying it. Let's look at the head-to-heads of today's matches here on court in Ostrava with some graphics and some info. This is the head-to-heads. I don't know what you guys are going to be doing at 1 p.m. Ostrava time, 12 noon GMT. I know what I'll be doing. I'll be watching those matches. At the looks of those head-to-heads, there's no way we're missing that. It's going to be some amazing, amazing tennis being played here today in the Ostrava Arena. And before we go world traveling to other destinations where tennis is being played this weekend, I want to show you one little last thing. There's a tradition in Fed Cup the evening before the draw, which makes it Thursday evening, so a few days ago. There's what's called the official dinner, in which there's all sorts of, speeches and handshakes, and very formal. Players are dressed up very nicely. The girls look very nice. The captains are in suits. It's black tie. And amongst the traditions is the captain speeches. Captains, before dessert, usually come up and each say a word. And then there's a gift exchange between players. And it's usually a fun moment. There was a little banter going on Thursday night when the Romanian captain, Florin Segarsenu, was talking about the trophy that was actually sitting there, since the Czechs are the title holders. And he was, having a little dig at Petropala, who then, with his class, replied nicely, all in good spirits. Here, take a look. We were there for you.
This is such an important tie for us. We play against a team which made history in the world of women's tennis. Peter, I don't really know how you could handle holding this title 6 times,
Florian, thank you for very warm words, as you said, and I don't know how to answer what you just mentioned, so maybe if you look at my hair, that's probably would be the answer. Before the weekend, if you cut the hair a little bit, so maybe.
Okay, that's. I think we can't be much more complete than we were about this tie right here, as we see Conchita Martinez in full action, full speed there. Yep. Everybody ages a little bit. Let's jump across the Atlantic and let's go to North Carolina, people. Let's go to Asheville, North Carolina, where USA is hosting Australia in the first round first round tie by BNP Paribas. And we didn't have time yesterday to tell you about it because the draw hadn't taken place yet. So let's take a few moments to talk about that. The draw has taken place, and it's the order of play over there is going to be Sofia Kenin against Ashley Barty, and then Madison Keys will play Kimberly Burrell, and then on Sunday, reverse singles, Keys Barty, Kenin Burrell, and then the doubles, Collins Melikar versus Barty and Gavrilova, Ash and Dash, as they are nicknamed. USA leads that head-to-head 9-5. The USA 2018 runner-up. The USA hoping to reach a third consecutive semifinal. So the US in Fed Cup has some impressive numbers lately, headed by Kathy Rinaldi. And a little fact, Ash Barty on the Australian side, she is looking to extend an 8-match winning streak. So impressive numbers by Ash Barty there, leading the Australian team. That will be at 1 p.m. in Asheville, which makes it 6 p.m. GMT. So make sure to have your popcorn ready by then, because it's a long day of tennis that you're gonna have to concentrate. You're gonna have to focus, get your mental game ready, just like the players, in order to follow all the live action. Speaking of live action, there has been some play completed in World Group 2 already, totally on the other end of the world. So from North Carolina, we take a plane, we fly, and we land in Japan. And we are in Kita, Kyushu. My pronunciation of that is probably terrible, but at least I gave it a shot. Japan is hosting Spain over there, and they are at 1-1. And minutes ago, this was Garcia leveling the tide 1-1, beating Doi 6-2, 4-6, 7-6. Take a look at match point to level the first day at 1-1, Japan, Spain. Okay, so as you can see, action has kicked off. Soribes had previously lost to Hibino 6-4, 6-2, and that's why the ties leveled at 1 apiece. Others ties from that World Group 2 are Switzerland, Italy, Slovakia, Latvia, and Canada, Netherlands. So that action kicking off later today. Let's see, where do we go to now? We were in Japan. Why don't we go to Belgium? Do you know Liège? Have you been to Liège? Let's go to Liège. Liège is the host city for the first round tie between Belgium and France. The remake of last year's first round, the other way around, because it was in La Roche-sur-Yon in France. France was hosting Belgium. This year, Belgium hosts France. Caroline Garcia is going to kick off the action. Remember, she's making her grand comeback to Fed Cup. Last time she played was the 2016 final in Strasbourg versus the Czech Republic. Remember, that was a crazy tie that ended 3-2 late in the Sunday night when Garcia and Mladenovic lost to Pliskova and Strichova in the decisive doubles. Since then, Garcia decided to take a break, wanted to focus on her personal career. She's now back. Her return coincides with the debut of Julien Beneteau as French Fed Cup captain. There was some stories there because let's say that Garcia and Mladenovic weren't exactly going on holidays together, but I guess Julien Beneteau managed to get them to sit around the same table and have a chat, and everybody decided to work for the greater good, and Garcia is back on the team. So she kicks off action against Van Utenk, and then after that it's Alizé Cornet against Elise Mertens. So it's number 19 in the world, Garcia versus Van Utenk 50, and they are 0-0 head-to-head. And then it's really a reverse situation because Cornet is 51 and Mertens is 21. And the head-to-head there is 1-0. Before we go somewhere else, I want to show you that winning point from last year. Last year in La Roche-sur-Yon when France beat Belgium. It was Mladenovic again, but this time it wasn't Garcia, obviously, because she wasn't playing, but it was Amandine S. In the doubles versus Flipkens and Mertens. This is how France beat Belgium last year in the decisive doubles. Okay, so let's hope that this weekend's tie in Liège will be as exciting as that. We're back now in Ostrava. I don't know if you got a bit lost because we've been taking you around the globe from left to right, up and down. We're back in Ostrava, home of Ivan Lendl. I don't know if you knew that, but this is where the great tennis champion is from. It's not probably a total coincidence that a lot of tennis is being played here. And the Czechs are still on court practicing. This is final warm-ups. You can see on the other end of the court, I don't know if you see her, Karolina Pliskova serving. She's being fed balls by her coach, Conchita Martinez, who is on court exchanging with her. Right next to her is Petra Pala, team captain. And we have Siniakova also returning serves next to Pliskova. So the two singles players on the opposite end of us right now, one working on serves, one working on the return. This is the final tune-ups before action kicks in. Doors are going to open probably in about 20 minutes, I think, 25 minutes, and the arena will be full. There isn't going to be one empty seat today in Ostrava, nor will there be tomorrow. People love their tennis in this country. People love their national teams, and people love their Fed Cup team. I mean, why wouldn't you? They dominate the sport so much. Okay, let's take another little hop over and let's go to Braunschweig in Germany, where Germany is hosting Belarus. Action will kick off over there, and it'll be Maria against Sasnovic and Petkovic against Sabalenka. We spoke about that in length yesterday. Just to tell you that Maria is back to the competition. She hasn't played Fed Cup since 2011, so it's a return to the competition there. Petkovic, she missed a year, but she's played for many, many years Fed Cup. A lot of experience there. On the other side of the court, we have Sabalenka, the rising star of Belarus. This girl can hit the ball. She gives everything she has on every shot. It's very, very impressive to sit courtside. She has to still perfect probably a little bit because the violence that she puts into her tennis sometimes makes for some uncontrolled, crazy shots. But when it goes in, my God, there is no way that those balls are returning. And the other player, Sasnovic, she's a very elegant player, very fluid, very quick around the court, gets the ball very quick off the bounce. So counter puncher, very quick to move around. It's going to be a very, very interesting tie in Germany. Let's see. Sabalenka and Sasnovic really have something strong now for a couple of years. They've been playing Fed Cup. They're representing their country. Azarenka has joined that team. She's back on that team. She's nominated to play doubles. We're hoping to hear from her still before the weekend is over. And if we have something, we definitely will show you. We're working on it, and it should come through by tomorrow. But this weekend isn't only about tennis, hard tennis. It's also about fun. And players like to have fun, and we like to have fun. And so we all just like to have fun together. We have a new little concept called This or That. It's a gimmick. It's a little interview that we do with the players. We offer them two options, and they have to give quick answers. We're going to show you. We did it with two players. We did it with Pliskova, and we did it with Elise Mertens from Belgium. Let's start with Karolina Pliskova. This or that, Karolina?
Tattoo, of course, I have a lot. Let me think, that's a tough one. Trophy, okay. Six-pack. Biceps I never had, and I think there is no chance I ever have. But six-pack, I'm close to it. It's not great, but I try to eat clean, so hopefully one day. Berdych.
Sorry, Redick.
Forehand, for sure. Okay, this is a tough one, but I choose clay because so far I have the better results there than on the grass, but hopefully it can change this year. Now I have Conchita Martinez, and she won Wimbledon before, so I hope it's gonna change. I think penne, because spaghetti they can be dangerous if you have a white t-shirt. No wine, but if I have to choose, then white wine. I think it's not that heavy as the red one. And in the past, I got a little bit drunk too much with the red wine, so since that time, I don't like it.
Getting drunk on the red wine, Karolina Pliskova? Well, we're glad you stopped that. He definitely does not look drunk at all on court right now. Thank God. Interesting, fun piece. Let's see what Elise Mertens has to say, whether she's more this or that.
Let's see if I can do it. Snow. Fine. Sneakers. Even. Double. Backhand. Hardcourt. Smash. Crops. Like this. Night owl. Shower. Pizza. Dogs. Johan at the moment.
Fun stuff from Elise Mertens and Karolina Pliskova. there will be more fun stuff tomorrow. I promise you. We had a really good time with the Romanian team yesterday. All sorts of random questions about their life, nothing to do with tennis almost. They enjoyed it a lot, and we also had a nice sit down with Simona Halep. I don't know if Simon can show you the very upper corner of the stadium over there. Simon, do you think you can, where the seats are empty, very empty seats, there's like an ocean of blue seats. That's where we sat with Simona Halep, and that's where she told us about a number of things. We talked about Darren Cahill, which she is no longer coached by. We talked about the Fed Cup. We talked about being number 1 in the world. We talked about winning the French Open. A really, really nice moment with Simona. And I mean, I shouldn't be telling you this, but the way it worked out is we scheduled to do the interview with Simona Halep. So, you know, she's been number 1 in the world. She's won Grand Slam. She's the stuff in women's tennis, right? And she pushed back the interview a couple times. When she finally came to speak to us, she apologized like 3 or 4 times. You know, I'm sorry. Again, I'm really sorry. At the end, when we left, hey guys, thanks, that was great, and I'm really sorry to have been late. And I mean, class act. Let's seriously, between you and me, that doesn't happen all the time in professional tennis. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to Simona there. Remember yesterday we had a little reflex challenge with our cameraman, Simon, who was absolutely at 0 reflex. Let's see if today's any better. Oh, that was just, well, the reflex was good. The catch was absolutely horrible. Okay, folks, that pretty much puts an end to today. Show. Tomorrow's show will be again at 11 a.m., 2 hours before. As you can see, the warm-up here is about to end. They're just going to feed some balls now to Pliskova, who's going to hit forehands cross court and down the line, probably go 1 and 2. Here we go. Now she's going to go cross court. No, she's just finishing. This is a way to finish a practice. This is her coach feeding her balls. This is not the captain. This is a routine. This is clearly the way they like to end a session. As we have the Czech coach. You want to say hi to us? Yeah? Hi. Here, come. I have a question. How are the players feeling?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah?
We are preparing for the matches.
Yeah. Are you guys nervous?
No,
Never?
never.
And how's Carolina?
Karin is good.
Yeah. She's ready?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Okay, enjoy the weekend. Thank you very much. That was cool. We get to speak to people while they practice. Anybody else wants to come and talk to us? Hi, Petra. How are you? There you go. Oh, thank you. Nice catch. There you go. You see, Simon, learn a thing or two. Before we go, I want to let you, this is it. 2019 World Group Fed Cup by Paribas about to kick off. It is now 11:24 locally, which means we are an hour and 36 minutes away from first serves here on court. This is our last chance to look back at the 2018 final between the Czech Republic and the USA. Give you some goosebump moments. This was what happened in the final. This was Inside the Lines. I'm Eli Weinstein. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Don't miss anything. Go to FedCup.com. Check out all the action. Watch live action. Check the scores out. See the pictures. Watch the fantastic edits, the social pieces. I mean, there is so much things there to do and watch that you're going to be busy all day. Folks, it was a great time. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll leave you with the final from 2018.
Delivers for the host, the Czech Republic. What a first rubber. Siniakova gives the Czech Republic complete control. It is all over. Katerina Siniakova wins to deliver another title for the Czech Republic.